Hi everyone, we're back, and the blobs, the first layer, I know you guys can't see them right now because it's black on black, but they are dry. They dried flatter than I was hoping for, but I've learned some new stuff since doing the first layer. Originally, I mixed my paint with water and paint thickener because it wouldn't come out of the squeeze bottle, but when you mix it with water, the paint will shrink as the water evaporates. So don't mix your paint with water. I found that out the hard way because now my first layer is flat. So we have paint that is mixed with water, but I think it's still thick enough where it's not going to lose its shape, because some of it I remixed, some of it I didn't because it was pretty thick to begin with, and we'll see what happens. So I know you can see a white canvas here, but that one was one that I did off camera with a new mixture of white, and it's looking phenomenal so far. I'll show you guys when we're done with this one. So I'm taking my white, and I'm looking, I'm thinking I want to do like the big ones, or I guess one of the big ones at least, with white on top. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. It was all stuck on the bottom because it's super thick. You just want to squeeze it out slowly. I thought I had enough white because I ran out of paint while mixing this. Oh dear. Got something in the bottle. It's coming. Oh, there it goes. Okay. And this will flatten out just a little bit. So we'll leave it like that. It'll kind of get its own shape and like dome out and all that jazz. So we'll do a few smaller ones so we can actually spread the white around. Dang it, there's something else in this paint. There it goes. Had the same problem in the last video. Or the first clip, I should say. And you don't want to put too much because then you lose the undercolor. Alright, let's do this one. Oh no, I have white on my canvas. How did that happen? Alright, I'll wipe that off in a second. And that looks pretty good. And according to this person on Instagram who's done this many times before, the Joyful Owl, that is her name, she said the slower you squeeze it out of the bottle, the more it'll hold its shape. So I'm trying to do it kind of slow. I don't want it to be super bubbled, but okay. Just fill in that gap if I can. There we go. Okay. Try and get some of these smaller ones. Okay. Actually want a little bit more on there. There we go. Alright, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's do another color. Let's do this burnt, no, this is red oxide. This one sounds a little bit more liquidy. And this is just mixed with heavy gloss gel stuff. And we're going to do this one. Alright, this one I'm going to do slow because I want this one to dome. Alright. I think that's it because it should flatten out just a little bit. I'll do some on this one. And as this paint dried, it kind of merged with some of the other dots that were a little too close. But it's alright. It will turn out fine. And you don't want to do too many dots that are of the same color. So let's just, there we go. Alright, one more and then let's switch gears again. Let's do a little one, or a smaller one. Oh, let's do this corner one. Get that to run over the edge. Ooh, yeah, liking it. Okie dokie. Now we'll do, I know this seems silly, but we're going to do more black on top of this layer, which is black, but I don't know, I kind of feel like I want to do one or two like this, that are maybe just all black. I think that'd be kind of cool. I've seen my camera do something like that. And this is a different black mixture. I did mix this one up separately, or I ran out doing this one, so I mixed up more after I learned don't put water in it, so this will dry differently. But we'll see how it turns out. Okay, do this one. And I hope this first layer isn't too flat where it's going to make everything else look ugly, but we'll see. And I want this one. And I'm sorry if I'm not explaining anything very well because, well, this is the first time for me. So I'm telling you what I know as I go. Alright, let's take some of this teal. My mind totally just switched tracks there. Alright, let's do... The colors, I'm going to do the smaller ones, because these are in pretty small bottles, so I don't have a lot mixed up. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I gotta wipe this white off before it dries. Okay, got a wet paper towel. And we're just gonna spot clean this. Okay, use the dry side. Okay, so now let's do some more teal, because that's where we were. Alright, let's do this big one. That scared me, that noise. Okay, looks pretty good. Pretty good. And I know I don't want to use all this teal because I want to do at least one of these brown ones with the teal on top, because I mean, could you imagine that color combo together? I mean, that'd just be awesome. So let's do one medium-sized one and then a few little ones. Sorry, I just went quiet there. I was trying to concentrate on putting it on and not shaking, because when putting these on top of smaller ones, it requires some concentration. Okay. We'll switch colors again. And we may end up coming back to some of these colors and doing it later. There we go. Put the little cap thingy back on. Okay, so let's do this pretty magenta. I think this is like a quadrone magenta. I don't know if I said that right. Probably not. But, oh well. Okay. I love this color. Okie dokie, that one looks pretty good. So let's do a few of these kind of medium-sized ones in this color. And let's do a small one here. And some of these may only get a few layers, and some of them may get 4 or 5, just depending on how they dry, and maybe some of them will only get 2. It all depends on what you see and what you like and don't like. Alright, let's do this one. Alrighty. And I'm really liking how this is looking so far. And I'll bring you guys down for a close-up in a bit. Alright, let's take this dark blue. I think this is a phthalo blue. Phthalo blue and green are always colors to have on hand. Oop. Alright. Let's see if I even have enough to do this one. Kind of like help it along here, and then come back to the center. I say center, and then I start moving around again. Add some along that side so it runs down a little bit. Oh, and I'm sorry if I get my head in the way, I just want to see if it's okay, it's running down. Add a little bit more so it rounds out. Okay. Let's do a few smaller ones. Alrighty, let's do... No, there's a blue one right there. Let's do this one. That kind of looks like a Mickey Mouse snowman because it's merged with so many other little dots. There's another Mickey Mouse over here. Alright, let's do the right ear of Mickey Mouse in phthalo blue. Hopefully that's not a copyright. That wouldn't be good. Child YouTuber shut down because he mentioned Mickey Mouse in a painting video. Alright. Disney, it was not intentional. I did not mean to paint Mickey Mouse. Alright, let's do... maybe some green. Let's do some green. And once again, this is a phthalo, green. That air pocket. And, let's do... I'm sorry, my sister's... Psst, me. What? No response. Okay. That will make for an awkward spot in the video. Okay, let's do some green over here. And let's do this one green. There's so many possibilities when doing this, it's kind of hard to decide where you're going to go. With one color. Alright, let's do one more. Let's do... no, let's wait. Let's wait for the green. Okay, put the little cap thingy back on. Oh, You know what? We gotta have some. What was this color called again? This is cadmium red hue. That's it. That's the one. This is one of my favorites. I guess I should have shaken these before I did it. Oh, oh yeah. This one may use up my entire little squeeze bottle. Oh my goodness. The force you have to use to get the paint to come out. At least with these needle tip squeeze bottles, it can be kind of difficult. It needs a little bit more filling. I wonder if you were a baker, like, who did fillings in, like, cupcakes and stuff, if they'd be good at this. Okay. And that looks like about it. And after I'm done doing this, I'll go back through with the torch one time, only one pass over with the torch, and pop the air bubbles, because if you do it multiple times, it leaves too many spots in the paint, and you don't want that. Okay, ooh, you know what? Let's do this copper. No, hold on, we're gonna do the copper in a minute. We're gonna do this yellow right here. Oh yeah. I like that bright yellow. Ooh, shoot. I just dipped the little hangy thingy off the bottle in the blue dot, so okay, I'll have to fix that. Okay. Let's just keep going with this yellow. Kind of move the tip around so that way it goes where it needs to. Oh yeah, get that all over the side. Okay. Now there's blue all over the top of this little thingy, and now it's all slippery from the blue. Try and put it back on here. And we'll bring the yellow back out, because I don't want just one lonesome yellow dot. Okay, here's a tip. If you have these squeeze bottles with the little rubber thing that caps them, hold onto it while you're doing this, because otherwise you're gonna screw up your little dots like I just did. Alright, no biggie though, we fixed it. Alright, let's get this yellow back out. Alright, let's do this one, and this one. And for you viewers, this might not be a very exciting process, but when you're doing this yourself, it is pretty fun. If you like doing acrylic pouring and stuff like that, I definitely recommend doing some of this stuff, because it's pretty fun. It may be spontaneous and you don't know how it's going to come out, but that's kind of the fun of it. Alright, let's do one little one here, and one little one right there. And actually, hold on, I want to build this edge out just a little bit more. And just make sure it flows down the edge so it's uniform. Alrighty. Now let's take, oh, I said the copper. Now we're going to do some copper. And, oh, get the little thingy off without it pulling the entire top off. I love copper. I don't know what it is, but I love to paint with copper. Alright, fill this one in a little bit more. Okie dokie, let's see. if there's a... oh, here. Okay. That was not a very circular dot, but that's okay. Here we go. And I feel like this might not come out completely how I envisioned it, just because I just dipped my arm in wet paint. Okay. But I feel like this might not come out exactly how I envisioned it. I know nothing comes out exactly how you envisioned it, but... just because the first layer dried so flat. But I did learn from it, don't mix your paint with water. Which, of course, all these colors are mixed with water, but it's okay, it'll be fine. Because these colors were a lot thicker than the ones in the big bottle. Which is kind of backwards when you think about it. Because it'd be easier to get something thicker out of something with a bigger nozzle rather than this little tiny needle tip thing. But, oh well. I guess it was a good thing in the end. Alright, do some pink here. And I think this was the, I'm just going to call it magenta, that quinacridone magenta mixed with phthalo, or not, phthalo white. Wow, that's a new color. Titanium white, oh my gosh. I can't believe I just said phthalo white. Okay, let's look at this. Where else? It needs a pink one over here somewhere. Let's do this one. Okie dokie. And now we'll do... I've got a few colors left that I haven't used. We have this orange, which is the red that we used, which is cadmium red hue, and then the yellow, which is primary yellow, I think. So we'll put this around town. This is kind of a pretty orange. And I will have a video coming up sometime in the near future. I don't know when, because I have to make quite a few molds, as I showed you guys before. I have to make a few more molds of the larger geode that we did. I have to make 4 more if the one that I have outside turns out. For a commission, my grandma has commissioned me to make her a set of 6 geode coasters. So that'll be a fun project, and I'll have a video on that when it comes out. Or when it happens, I should say. Let's do some more orange in the middle. But, so that's coming up. That'll be sometime sooner or later, I don't know when, really. Okay, let's do one more in this corner. Let's do this one. Alright, I'm gonna stand up and take a peek at this. Looks actually pretty good so far. Kind of looks like the color wheel threw up. Or it cried. Cried out color. Okay. I don't know where that came from, but it came from somewhere. And this is aqua, I think. Alright, my paint's just sliding around in wet paint that I spilled over here. Okie dokie. I'm sad I used all the big dots already. I guess maybe this aqua will get put on top. It won't be hidden quite so much. Okay. And remember not to make your dots too big, because they are going to settle just a little bit. Alright, let's do, kind of want this one actually. Alrighty, let's do one of them over here. Okay, and let's take a look. Thinking maybe one over here or here. Yeah, let's do this one. This little itty-bitty one. The smaller ones may only have 2 or 3 layers, including the base, because they're just so small you can't really fit a whole lot on them. But, I mean, the big ones actually might only have 3 or 4 layers, so we'll see how it turns out. Okay, let's see what color we have the least of in here. Okay, obviously the aqua, because it's all the little dots. The orange. I feel like the orange is kind of absent a little bit. So let's take this orange. Oop, oop. Back it up. Hold on. Pop the little thing off. That's the one thing I don't like about these bottles, is this thing just slides right off. And so when you open them, when the paint gets stuck to the needle, they just fly right off. So let's see. Where can I place one where it's going to give it some... Here. This little tiny thing is going to throw in some balance. Perfect. That little tiny one is what we struggled with a cap for. Okay, let's see which one... Okay. You know what? I see not a lot of this color, actually. So we're going to throw some more of this in. Oh, you know why there's not a lot of this color? Because I was saving some of it. It's alright. I'll use a little bit more. Okie dokie. And I mentioned earlier that the Joyful Owl gave me some info, but I really wanted to take a second and thank her a lot, because this would probably be a failed project if I did not get some help from her, and she was kind enough to actually help me. So big thank you to her. Make sure you go check her out on Instagram. She's got some pretty cool stuff. Alright, let's take the dark blue and do some smaller stuff. Nope, there's 2 right there. Well, let's do one here. Okay, let's do one next to this red. We should do that little white one, or do that little one right there white, and then it'd be like Spider-Man colors. Oh dear, another copyright coming. Okay, let's see here. One of these ones needs to be blue. And I'm sure you guys are thinking, well, he sure does use a lot of blue. I can't help it, I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. There will probably be some form of blue in every painting that I do. Unless you guys want to see a specific set of colors, like, I don't know, something that I don't normally do. Make sure if you want to see it, put it in the comments, because otherwise I probably won't do it, because I like to use generally similar colors. I don't like to do the same thing every time, because then that gets boring. Not just for me, but for you guys too. And can you really call yourself an artist if you do the same thing every time? Not really. Because, well, I mean, you can, but you want to have some variation. So, let's do one more copper one over here. Changed my mind at the last second right there. Okay, let's see. Let's do some more green. There's not a lot of green on here, actually. So let's do a green one here. Why did I put the green away after one dot? I mean, come on now, I must be losing my mind over here. I don't know what that noise was, but I just heard something. Oh, here. No. Here. Hopefully this next segment is not over 20 minutes, because this is going to be an incredibly long video. If it is, and maybe I'll split it into 2 parts. I probably will, because that would just be too long. Okay, there's something in this little yellow, actually there's something in both these yellow ones. So I'm just going to put a little bit and blend it in so they are invisible to the eye. There we go. So now, let's see. The red. I really like that red. It's nice and bright. Let's take that red and go somewhere with it. Okay. Do one here. No, that one was going to be the white one. That was going to be our Spider-Man blob. Alrighty, and let's do one over here. Man, the Mickey Mouse snowman is made of a rainbow. Okay, let's see. Do we have... We have a few left, not too many. Okay. I know I don't have a lot of white left, but I want to do a little... do a little one there, because I thought that would be kind of cool. Do some Spider-Man colors right there. And let's do some more black ones, actually. Let's do some of these little ones black. You have to kind of shake the bottles when doing this, because the paint is pretty thick, so it gets stuck to the bottom a little bit. No, let's do it here. Alrighty, oh, that one needs more brown on it. I don't like that. That one needs more brown. Running out of places to go. Which means this video is almost over. Sadly, because I quite enjoy painting. Where, oh, there's the brown. Good grief. It's in the biggest bottle possible and I can't even find it. There it goes. Perfect. There, yeah. Now a little bit more. Oh, we want that to run over the edge like the other one that's on top of. There we go. Perfect. Now it's perfect. Okay. Let's do some more pink. There's not a lot of pink in here. Oops. Just pulled the little thingy off again. And now it's inverted on me. The little thingy has inverted. Okie dokie, let's do a little one here. And you don't have to fill up all the spaces on the first one, because maybe you'll come back and see something you didn't see before and go, oh, hey, I want to fix that. I want to do that one here because there's too much of one color over here. So you don't have to fill everything on the first round, but I would suggest filling most of it, because otherwise you'll be here week after week waiting for it to dry and look and do stuff like that. But take your time with it. If you're a really patient person, then yes, probably do less at one time, because honestly you'll probably have more balance doing it like that. But I can tell you this right now, I'm not a patient person. I had to wait 2 days for my art resin to get in the mail, or to come in the mail. I was ready for that resin the day I bought it. Okay. And I started to film how I was doing the geode, which is what I was doing with the art resin, and the camera died on me. So, yeah, that video probably won't end up being posted because it's the first half. But the geode turned out pretty good. In my opinion, it's a little bit busy. Like, there's a little bit too much to look at. There's too many focus points, which I guess isn't always a bad thing, but you do want some kind of balance. So, I mean, it's just a little busy. If you like busy pieces, it may be the right piece for you. But it won't be for sale. I am gifting it to my cousin, who loves the geode. I guess I shouldn't say loves, but she did like it, so I'm going to give it to her. And yeah, I'll be doing another geode sometime sooner or later, because I can't stay away from doing art. And I'm sorry I haven't done acrylic pouring in a while. Well, I guess I did one like a week ago, but I'm out of canvases at the moment. And I have to sell some stuff and make some room before I get some more. Because my kitchen table is full. My painting storage is full. I have to find somewhere to sell them. Alright, there's a big bubble spot right here, and I don't like it. Alright. You probably could take a paper clip and just fill in where the bubbles pop, but I have the squeeze bottle right here, so might as well just do it with that. Okay, let's do this light pink, and we'll just finish this up. Let's do one here. This probably will end up being a somewhat long video because this does take some time to do. And I feel like that blue needs to get filled out right there, so we'll come back in with that blue and do that one. I think there's just a few little ones left, and we'll do those maybe in the blue, depending on what's next to them. Alright, now that's all nice and blended in together. Alright, we're just going to do the rest of these with aqua, because I don't want to keep you guys here too long. And that actually might have been the last. Nope, one more. I can't do that one with teal. It's teal right next to it. But I will bring you guys down for a close-up. So let's do the green one right there. Alrighty, that. Let me just double check. Got everything. And we did. So, I'll bring you guys down for a close-up, and then we'll end the video. And I'm sorry if the lighting is not bad. I didn't realize how dark it was in here. I turned the little screen thingy around. Oh, did I just flash you with my mother? I hope not. She probably doesn't want to be on camera. Okay, so here it is from afar. This is only a 9x12, I think. So, we'll bring it in close. Here's all the little dots. And I'll do the torch, just one pass over when we're done with this. And there it is. That is layer number 2. Layer number 3 will probably be a part 2. Here's the one I did earlier today. And you can see the dimension on these is a lot more than it was in the black ones. They dried almost completely flat with the canvas. So, yeah. we'll end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment if you want to see something specific. If you want to buy an original piece by me, check out my Etsy. If you want to see more pictures of stuff like this, more stuff like resin, more acrylic pouring, check out my Instagram at BeyondAcrylicArt, and we'll see you next time. Bye.